Hello everyone and welcome in today's coffee talk number 27. I think it's very long journey to here, but I hope that we will continue without any more hesitation. Let's see what I prepared for today. First of all, this morning before training I got a message from my friend and he sent me this video interview with Marlon Brutal on Balkan Info. If you are from Serbia and Balkan, you probably have heard about Balkan Info. It's basically a talk show where two hosts talk with many people from very different sides, different jobs, different interests, and really you can learn a lot and see what very different thoughts, and I really suggest you to check that channel, of course. But what's even interesting, I saw one comment from NS Riders. It's one my follower, which really I appreciate, thank you very much. And he said, hello everyone, really good interview. Guy described childhood as it was before and how it's now. And he said, I have one request, if you could please call Alexander Roman. And he really taught some very nice words about me, and man, really thank you about that. And very often, I mean almost never, I ask you for a favor, but I'll put a link of this video down in the description, and if you have a couple of seconds, please jump to that video and find that comment, NS Riders, and give some support. Maybe if I can go into Balkan Info, it's not, I don't want to promote myself, that would be really some other kind of video that will benefit not only me, but I think I have some interesting things I could say about for a really big population to learn. Probably we will talk mostly about cycling, and probably there is lots of things to be spoken over there. So really click that link, find that comment, recommend me, and really thank you. Hopefully I'll get there to talk with Tesha Tishanovic. On the other side, you saw my last vlog from Caribel Marathon. It was really painful, but it was really nice marathon. If you haven't checked it out, check it now. And since then, because I linked 2 big marathons and 3 really big races, so this week has been easy week until today. Today was that quick but fast and hard training with Boris. We did some technical but also good sprints, and this weekend we have Tour of Vojvodina, and also we have Mountain Bike Cup in my hometown Šid. I still don't know, which is very weird, because Tour of Vojvodina starts tomorrow on Friday. It's 3-week day stage race, and Mountain Bike Cup is on Sunday, so I still need to figure it out which race I'm going to participate in. One thing that would be like a key decision for me that I will participate on Vojvodina is because it was meant to be 3rd stage finish at the TV Tower on Iriški Venac, which is pretty steep, pretty good uphill. I would like to race to up there, but unfortunately because of some parade in Belgrade, it's not allowed. The government doesn't want to give policemen to, you know, secure the track, so unfortunately 3rd stage is going to be some circuit in Titel, I think, something like that, unfortunately, but we will see. Since I don't have many topics to talk about today, I decided let's talk about my lenses today. Since you know I'm using Sony Alpha A6300, which is really amazing camera, 4K, 120 FPS in Full HD, slow motion, blah. But it's not always about camera, lenses do mean even more. So, my newest lens is this one, 30mm 1.4. It's very sharp, and on APS-C sensor it's about 45mm. Many people will agree that it's not enough for portraits, but in these modern portraits it's used very often. 50mm on full frame. So this is one really nice all-around lens with really good aperture. But what's interesting, before I bought that, I used this one. It's manual auto Revenon 55mm 1.4 lens, and I was using it with this speed booster from EF mount to E mount, which gives you bigger aperture, faster lens, etc. And it really provided you with so good bokeh. Bokeh, if you don't know, is that out of focus area, how it renders. It was really so smooth, blah blah blah. But it's full manual lens, so you have manual focus, manual aperture over here, and it's not so fast, and if I'm using it, it's okay. But if I want someone else who is not into photography to take a photo of me, it will 99% miss focus. So it I tested both of these lenses, and there is some physics in it. Of course, it's all about physics in lenses, and it says it doesn't matter if you put APS-C lens or full frame lens with same aperture, which is 1.4 in this case, it will provide same amount of light, not same amount of total light, but it's really complicated. I don't want to tell you too much about it. But at the end, this lens faster in terms of autofocus, since this doesn't have autofocus. It's a native lens and it's lighter. It's not smaller, but it's not too far from it, and it's sharper. With this one, you get just slightly shallower focus, depth of field, I mean, and it's just 1 nanometer, but it isn't worth it just because it is slow. So I'm selling this one. If you're interested, 50 euros. Blah, that's all. Next thing, this one, 12mm f2, full manual also, but it's native E mount. I don't have to use any speed booster or any adapter with it. It's so sharp, which is unfortunately, not unfortunately, but there is 10 to 18mm f4 lens, which does have autofocus and image stabilization. Not really looking into it, but this one, it doesn't have any sharper than this one, so I'm really in doubt. Should I go with that one just because of the autofocus? But when you have so wide lens, everything past, you can see here, everything past 3 meter is going to be in focus, so I think that I'm going to stick with this one. Then we have 70-200 f4. The thing is with Sony 70-200 lenses is, if you want to buy one, it will cost more than 1000 euros with for the f4. This f4 from Canon you can find used for 400 euros, and that's why I got it. It's sharper than any of the lenses. So we have, this is non-stabilized version, you have stabilized version f4, non-stabilized version 2.8, and also stabilized version 2.8. And with the stabilization you have that more elements, and everyone said, and I saw some tests, honestly I didn't try, but they said that this one is the simplest, lightest, that's for sure, and that it's sharpest. So I'll stay with this one. Of course, with this speed booster, it's 2.8 lens for my Sony, so I'm going to stick with this one. And for the end, we have this 24-70 from Tamron, but also for Canon mount, and it's 2.8 lens with speed booster. It's 2.0 for my Sony. It's with the focal distance, it's the same as this one. I'm using 16-50, because on APS-C you multiply that with 1.5, but this one is much sharper. Then the thing is, I was using this combination from 24-70 and 70-200 for some event photography and stuff, and then you cover all the range you need. But the thing is, they are slow, of course. If you are using this adapter, it's not native E mount and you cannot focus that fast as you would. And on the other side, check this out. These are the full frame lenses and these are the APS-C lenses. They are much lighter and smaller. And I'm thinking about selling this one. I won't sell this one because there is no that cheap option with that good quality. But if I sell this one, you see I have 24-70 and with this 12mm it will be equivalent 16mm. It's very wide, very nice. And I put this on one body and this 30mm I put on the other body. And then I'll have on first place backup camera, which is very important with in any job. If I show up somewhere and my camera dies, it's going to be, man, go home. You really need to have a backup camera. And on the other side, you put this lens on one, this lens on the other. You just show on the first place, you'll have native autofocus, you'll have sharper image, faster, and you will have better image quality. So that's what I'm thinking about to sell this one. So if you are interested in 24-70 with image stabilization in great shape, both caps, I think this one will go for 550 euros. So that's one of my plans. For the backup camera, I'll get Alpha 6000. I think that will be enough. And if you have some questions about photography, about some equipment, I would like to clear something for you. I think I learned lots of things in these 2 years that I'm working with cameras. I really invested my time because I don't want to buy something that isn't worth it. And if you buy cheap, you'll have eventually to buy some quality and that will cost you even more. So buy smart. Guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed and see you in another video.